Welcome everybody to the Dragon's Lair here on the campus of Howard Community College in Columbia, Maryland. Matt Trudell with you for the second half of our doubleheader. Tonight, the Howard Community College Dragons are hosting the West Virginia University Potomac State College Catamounts. The Catamounts come into today's game. They are 10-12 overall. They are 8-8 in Region 20. The Dragons are 19-8, 11-2 in Region 20, and they hold the 3 seed. They will be playing against the Catamounts, who own the 5 seed currently. The Dragons are 19-8 on the season. Like I said, they are 9-0 at home, so have a chance to make it 10-0 at home and continue their historic home winning streak dating back to before COVID-19 even touched down. Let's get into the starters the Dragons are on a 2-game winning streak coming off of a 88-69 victory to Montgomery College this past Monday, and at Frederick Community College over the weekend, 103-71. Let's get into the starters. For the visiting Catamounts, starting number 5, a sophomore guard, Cavante Duncan. Starting a freshman guard, number 10, Julian Johnson. A freshman guard, number 12, Richard Law. A sophomore guard, 15, Malik Lacewell. Number 23, a freshman guard, Isaac James. They are coached by Neil Epstein. His third season, he's 25-16-1. Assistant coach Maurice Newby and Matthew Liller. The Dragons will start number 2, Deshaun Eaton. Number 1, David Gary. Number 12, Joel Webb. Number 4, Cole Harshman. And number 21, Kobe Baptiste. Some players to watch out tonight. The leading scorer in Region 20 is Malik Lacewell, 19.3 points per game. The third leading scorer is your own Deshaun Eaton, 16.9 points per game. Rebounding, Isaac James of the Potomac State, 10.6. Fourth is Joel Webb, 8.1. All of this is Region 20. Field goal percentage, Joel Webb, 62.6%, number 1 in Region 20. And DJ Tucker, 56.1%. He is 5th in Region 20. The free throw percentage, Richard Law from Potomac State, 95.1. He is the number 1 free throw shooter in the region. And Malik Lacewell is number 4 with 81.8%. When it comes to three-point shooting, Taylor Silverman of the Dragons, 40.7%. He is 4th in the region in three-point shooting. Assists, Deshaun Eaton and David Gary, 1 and 2. 126 for Deshaun Eaton, 105 for David Gary. And 5th is Isaac James with 83 from Potomac State. Steals, Deshaun Eaton leads number 1 overall with 60 steals. And 5th is David Gary with 45. And then blocks, you have Joel Webb, 27 in second place, and DJ Tucker, 23 in first place. We are going to step away. The Dragons are coached by head coach Mike Smelkinson, Will Thomas, Terrell Willis, Jay Nowaski, Alvarez Jr., and Robert Davis III. The Dragons average 82 points per game, and they give up 65.8 points per game. We will be back in about a little over a minute after they do the starters for the start of this second game of the doubleheader. I'll be back. just got the starters announced. The Catamounts are already out on the court. Dragons are joining them. We will have Joel Webb going up for the tip-off against, it looks like number 10, Julian Johnson. Again, Isaac James, number 23, and Malik Lacewell, number 15, are two guys to mainly watch on this Catamounts team tonight. And here we go. Julian Johnson will go up against Joel Webb. Joel Webb has the size advantage, and he wins the tip-off, gets it to Kobe Baptiste. Kobe Baptiste going to fire a shot real quick, misses that, and the rebound goes to Isaac James, who's going to bring it up the court himself, bounces it over to Julian Johnson. Johnson now gets it to Lacewell. Extra pass to Law. Now last person on the team, Duncan, touches it. Now a mid-range jumper missed by number 15, Malik Lacewell. Rebounded by Kobe Baptiste, and we are heading the other way. David Gary now. Dragons' second possession, coming off a missed shot. Cole Harshman gets the gets the pass from his teammate. Gary, now Kobe Baptiste throws up another shot, misses it. Battle for the rebound goes down to Isaac James, and he's going to push it up the court for the Catamounts. Again, Catamounts 2 games under 500, but they have some star power on this team. James looking for some help, gets it down to the baseline, extra pass for Cavante Duncan, who hits the floater, and the first points go to the Catamounts. Excellent ball movement. And now David Gary being guarded by Malik Lacewell. He bounces over to Deshaun Eaton. Now Webb over David Gary for 3, and he hits that one to start the game. Up by 1, Dragons make their first 3. Now a full court press by the Dragons. Duncan gets it into the middle. It's tapped away. Battle for the ball. It ends up in number 10, Johnson's hand. And now Duncan with the ball. Gets it inside, gets tapped away. Cole Harshman almost gets a steal. Isaac James, and it's knocked out of bounds off of Cole Harshman. Now there's a discussion. It looks like they're going to change it. It's going to be Dragons ball. Isaac James was not arguing with the call. He was acting like it went off him, and the ref looked like he saw that and made the right call. Deshaun Eaton now with the ball for the Dragons. A lot of intensity to start this game off. Joel Webb bounces it down to Cole Harshman. Cole Harshman gets fouled. Foul is on number 12. First foul of the game goes on Richard Law. Deshaun Eaton gets it into Kobe Baptiste, and he taps it in. Cavante Duncan fell asleep on the inbound. Now Dragons have a full court press. Duncan with the ball. Gets it over to Johnson. Johnson has to throw it all the way out to Law. Law's able to get it, and he gets it back to Duncan, who will slow it down. Duncan gets it inside to Lucas. Lucas going to move to his right, and he's going to shoot a jumper over Joel Webb, misses it, and rebounded by Deshaun Eaton. Now Eaton gets it back to David Gary. Cole Harshman wants some help, and we'll get it back to David Gary. 13 seconds left on the shot clock. Now Joel Webb going to drive up the middle, misses the layup. Cole Harshman tried to get it, gets it smacked out. Now heading the other way. Malik Lacewell gets it to number 10, Julian Johnson, who misses the layup. Deshaun Eaton gets the rebound. He's heading the other way. He's going to split the defenders, get it out to David Gary. And David Gary went out of bounds, they said. So it's a turnover by the Dragons. It will be Catamounts ball. Cavante Duncan gets it inbound to Isaac James. James has to get to Lacewell, who gets it up to number 12, Law. And now Duncan out to James. James at the top. Gets it over to Lacewell. Lacewell splits the defenders, and then it goes out of bounds off of Kobe Baptiste. 12 seconds will remain on the shot clock. Dragons are up by 3. 16:40 left on the game clock in the first half. Duncan looking to inbound it, throws it out to Lacewell. Now James throws it down baseline to Johnson. Johnson gets it out to Duncan. Duncan's going to drive, step in, mid-range jumper, misses it. James can't handle the rebound, and now David Gary heading the other way. Now Gary drives baseline, misses the layup. Joel Webb gets the rebound, then he gets blocked, and now heading the other way is Lacewell, gets it back to Isaac James. Now James bounces it. They call it out of bounds, or they call a foul. I'm not sure. And now Duncan gets it over to Law. Law inside to James, back out to Law. Now James moves, spins around. He's going to do a baseline jumper, misses everything. Cole Harshman ends up with the rebound. And he's going to calm it down. Gets it over to Deshaun Eaton. Now David Gary. Kobe Baptiste. Harshman. Harshman's going to drive, spin around, throws up a floater, misses a little too strong. Law comes down with the rebound. And now Isaac James running the point guard position. Picks up his dribble, needs help, gets it over to Law. Law thought about a three, then he's going to throw it to Lacewell. Lacewell drives baseline, kicks it out. Open three for Cavante Duncan, who hits that one and ties the game at 5 apiece. Gary over to Eaton. Down low to Cole Harshman, out to Joel Webb. Joel Webb deep two, misses it a little too strong. Kobe Baptiste smacks it, goes out of bounds. It will be Catamounts ball. Coach Epstein will call a 30-second timeout. We're going to step away. 14:51 left in the first half, 5 apiece. All right, back out on the court. The Dragons are going to set up on a full court press as we get back. And now Cavante Duncan gets it into Isaac James. James throws it all the way up to Julian Johnson, gets it across the line. Johnson's going to drive. He's going to get trapped. And then he stepped out of bounds. Oh, no, Cole Harshman stepped out of bounds with that ball. So it's going to stay with the Catamounts. Inbounds to Cavante Duncan. 18 seconds left on the shot clock. Over to James. James is going to drive, spin, picks up his dribble, gets it smacked out of his hand by David Gary. 5 seconds. 3, 2. Law's going to have to shoot a deep three. Misses it. Kobe Baptiste comes down with the ball, and now Deshaun Eaton heading the other way. Eaton slows it down, gets it over to Baptiste. Now Joel Webb. Webb's going to drive. He tries to dunk, misses it, gets it blocked, and Cole Harshman ends up with the putback. 7-5, Dragons lead. And the Catamounts are about to make their first substitution in the game. James gets it up to Law. Law's going to drive baseline, feeds it to Joe Johnson. He gets fouled, misses the shot, but he will go to line for 2. That's Cole Harshman's first foul of the game. Johnson, first free throw. Makes the first one.
Number 25, Akron Ben-Sala, checking in for the Catamounts.
Johnson with the second free throw, makes that one. Both are good. We're tied at 7 apiece. 13:45 left in this first half. In the game is number 25, Akram Ben Salah, who joins the Catamounts, gets his first minutes of the game. Dragons still yet to make a change. Joel Webb over to Deshaun Eaton. Eaton's good. Drive baseline, throws up a shot, misses it. Joel Webb gets the bounce off the side of the backboard and puts it back. 9-7. Isaac James now has to throw it up to Johnson. Johnson gets it across the line. 2 seconds to spare. He throws it back over to James. James picks up his dribble over to Lacewell. Lacewell spins. Step back. Tough jumper on Deshaun Eaton. Misses it. And David Gary gets the rebound. Good defense by Deshaun Eaton. Tough shot by Lacewell. Now Deshaun Eaton gets it to Harshman. Harshman over to David Gary. Now Deshaun Eaton gets it back. Bounces over to Baptiste. Now David Gary. David Gary pump fakes, drives baseline, takes Isaac James on, and gets the layup. Faked the three, got James out of position. Now the press. James needs help, gets it up to Ben Salah, who gets it back to Lacewell, all the way over to Duncan. Duncan's going to drive towards the middle, throw it out to Lacewell. Lacewell three with a hand in his face, and he makes it. 11-10 is the score. Dragons are up by 1 point. 12:08 left in the first half. Close one here in Columbia. Eaton moves to the left-hand side, picks up his dribble, and they're going to call a foul on number 23, Isaac James. That's his first foul. Omar McGann is going to come into this game for Kobe Baptiste. McGann's been getting some good solid minutes off the bench in recent games, really earning his minutes. McGann throws it all the way out to David Gary. David Gary comes down with it. Joel Webb. Back to Gary. Gary gets his defender out of his feet. Throws up the hoop. Oh! Misses the shot, but Joel Webb slams down the putback. Now James picks up his dribble. That was almost a travel, but Ben Salah ends up with it. And then Johnson gets a two-handed slam on the other side and celebrates in the face of the Dragons. Game is getting intense here in Columbia. Now Joel Webb. Baseline to David Gary, a little too strong, but he's able to keep it. Now gets it to Joel Webb. Joel Webb gets the easy basket. Isaac James now picks up his dribble, needs help, gets it to Ben Salah. Now Lacewell in the middle. Lacewell, and then Ben Salah smacks it out of bounds. It will be Dragons ball. Coming in the game now, Vulcan Ergen will come in for Cavante Duncan. Halik Johnson's going to come in for Cole Harshman. It is intense here in the Dragons lair. Dragons 11:04 left in the first half, nursing a 3-point lead. Now Omar McGann pump fakes, gets it down to Joel Webb. Joel drive, and he gets the two-handed slam. Unorthodox, but he gets it. Now Isaac James dealing with the press. Picks up his dribble, has to throw it up to Ben Salah. Ben Salah gets it to Ergen. Ergen misses the putback, gets his own rebound, gets it out to James. Now Lacewell will shoot a three, misses it, rebounded by Deshaun Eaton, heading the other way. Dragons trying to spread this game out. DJ Tucker's going to come into the game. Deshaun Eaton steps up, mid-range jumper, misses it. Rebound goes to Lacewell. They're going to call a foul on Joel Webb. That's his first. He's going to come out. That was already a planned decision. DJ Tucker will come in. 17-12, 10-10 left in the first half. Julian Johnson gets the inbound from Isaac James. It looks like Richard Law is going to come back into the game for the Catamounts. James now moves to his right, throws it baseline, and Lacewell steps out of bounds. So Dragons will have the ball. Law comes in for Lacewell. Cavante Duncan comes in for Julian Johnson. All right, Deshaun Eaton gets the inbound from Omar McGann. Gets it to Halik Johnson, down low to DJ Tucker. Tucker, strong move, throws up the hook shot, misses it. Rebound goes to James. James now on the ground. Omar McGann ends up with it, gets it to David Gary, and he backs out. Good hustle play by the Dragons. 17 seconds left on the shot clock. Halik Johnson sets a pick. Gary jump, gets it down low to DJ Tucker, who puts it easy off the backboard. 19-12 is now the score. Cavante Duncan with the ball. Now Richard Law. Back to Duncan, over to James. James throws it baseline to Ergen. Ergen misses the shot, rebounded by Johnson. Now it's on the ground. David Gary ends up with it. He's going to go. Hesitates. Picks up his dribble. Bounces it down to Deshaun Eaton. Excellent pass by David Gary. And a full timeout called by Coach Epstein and the Catamounts. 9:02 left in the first half. Dragons now have a 9-point lead. We'll be back. Onto the court. Catamounts are already back on the court. Cavante Duncan's going to inbound it to Isaac James. So Kobe Baptiste is going to have to come back in this game because Omar McGann is bleeding. So Trey Keys, David Gary, Kobe Baptiste, DJ Tucker, and Halik Johnson are on the court for the Dragons. Catamounts have James, Duncan, Law, Ergen, and Ben Salah. James now with the ball inside to Ben Salah, who gets out to Law. Now James. Law's going to shoot a deep three. Misses it. And Kobe Baptiste gets a rebound, hands it off to Trey Keys, bounces it to DJ Tucker. He misses it. Halik Johnson gets a rebound and hits the hook shot. Nice hook shot by Halik Johnson coming off the bench. And now an 11-point lead, largest lead of the game by the Dragons or any team. And Duncan gets it into James. James turns around. He almost gets pickpocketed. He throws it down low to Ergen. Ergen makes the easy basket. Now Kobe Baptiste gets it to David Gary, and we're on the other side. 9-point lead by Dragons. Trey Keys. Now Halik Johnson. David Gary, 2-point shot. Makes it and in. Stretches out to 11-point lead. 7:50 left. Omar McGann's going to come back in the game at the next stoppage, probably for Kobe Baptiste. Law gets it over to Duncan. Inside to James. James going to drive. Throws it out to Duncan. Duncan fakes the pass. He's going to drive, throw up a floater, misses it. Battle for the rebound. He gets his own. Then Law is cutting, and he misses it. Ergen taps it up and in. Too many offensive opportunities. Coach Milkinson's going to want to talk to his team about the rebound and second chance points at halftime. Trey Keys now over to David Gary. Gets it down to DJ Tucker. DJ Tucker out to Halik Johnson, 3 from the point, and he hits that one over Ergen. 28-16, 12-point lead now for the Dragons. Now Richard Law for the Catamounts. Picks it up, gets it over to Duncan. Now James. James Gets it inside to Ergen. Ergen picks up his dribble, has to get it out to Duncan. Duncan steps in. Now back to Ergen. Ergen hands it off to Law. Law, 5 seconds left. Now James over to Ben Salah. Ben Salah takes it, misses it. Rebounded by Ergen. He gets blocked by DJ Tucker, and now heading the other way, Kobe Baptiste, who hands it back to David Gary. Dragons putting in some good minutes on the defensive side. Deshaun Ian's about to come back into this game. Holik Johnson downloaded DJ Tucker, and then they're going to call a jump ball. It will be Catamounts ball. Julian Johnson and Lacewell will come back into the game for Ergen and Ben Salah. Omar McGann and Deshaun Eaton are going to come back into this game. And we're back underway. Cavante Duncan has the ball, gets it over to Johnson, who gets it back to him. Now Johnson inside to James. James fakes the pass, picks it up. Now Johnson for three. Misses everything. It's saved by Lacewell, who gets it back to James. James good drive. Gets it to Lacewell. Lacewell out to Duncan. They're going to need to fire up the shot. Deep three. He misses it. Battle for the rebound. And it goes out of bounds off the Catamounts. It would be Dragons ball. All right. Omar McGann going to inbound the ball. Gets it into Trey Keys. We're back underway. Trey Keys over to Deshaun Eaton. Eaton's going to get a pick. He's going to go the opposite way. Travel. Nice take. Drives baseline, reverse layup. Now Cavante Duncan. Johnson inside to Lacewell. Baseline pass to Richard Law. They're going to call a blocking foul on Omar McGann. I think he was inside the no charge zone. That is on Omar McGann. Joel Webb's going to come in for DJ Tucker. Now looking to inbound Cavante Duncan. Inbounds it to Richard Law. Gets it to James. James being guarded by Joel Webb. Joel Webb, nice floater, gets the nice bounce. Isaac James takes it baseline. Now Trey Keys. Under 5 minutes left in the first half. Halik Johnson sets a pick for Deshaun Eaton. He has to pick up his dribble, gets it to Halik Johnson. Johnson misses the shot. A little bit of contact the Dragons bench wanted to call. Now Richard Law on the other end for Catamounts. Now Lacewell for three. And he hits that one. And a timeout is called by Coach Smelkinson. It's a 30-second. We're still going to step away. 30-21. Dragons up 9. 4:40 left in the first half. All right, we are back. Omar McGann's going to inbound the ball to Deshaun Eaton. Wait, they're holding it. All right. They just wanted Julian Johnson to tuck his shirt in. And we're back underway. Deshaun Eaton with the ball. 9-point lead. 4.5 minutes left in this first half. McGann, pump fakes. Gets it over to Webb. Webb pump fakes. He's going to drive. And he takes it and gets the foul. James didn't like it. I honestly think Joel Webb was fouled on the floor before he went up, but he still was a foul as a foul. Cole Harshman's going to come in for Halik Johnson, and Joel Webb is going to have one free throw coming his way to make it a 12-point game. He is a 57.6 free throw shooter. Again, has the best field goal percentage in Region 20. Misses the free throw, though. Duncan comes down with the rebound. Dragons are in a full press. Isaac James needs to get across. He gets it to Lacewell. Lacewell bounces it to Johnson. Johnson gets it knocked out of his hands, but it goes out of bounds off the Catamounts. Oh, the referee from the other side is going to say that it went off of White. So now they give it back to the Catamounts. It will be 18 seconds left on the shot clock. Duncan's going to look to get it in, gets it to James. James is being guarded by David Gary. It's a mismatch height-wise. Duncan tries to pass it to Lacewell, gets smacked out, almost out of bounds by Eaton, but it's saved by Lacewell. Now Lacewell gets it back. He kicks it out to Duncan. Duncan's going to fire a three at the buzzer and banks it in. 32-24, 8-point game. All right, now David Gary gets it to Joel Webb. Joel Webb over to Deshaun Eaton. 12 seconds on the shot clock. David Gary gets the pass now. 8 seconds. Omar McGann. Now Joel Webb. McGann has to fire a three. Misses it. Rebounded by Joel Webb. Gets it out to Eaton. Eaton for three. Misses that one as well. Rebounded by Law. Law gets it over to Lacewell. Lacewell's going to take on everybody, and that's an offensive foul. A hard foul. Good take by Omar McGann. That was a hard foul. They have to take Omar McGann out of the game because there's a blood issue again. So Kobe Baptiste has to come in. Omar McGann wearing a battle scar. So back underway, Deshaun Eaton with the ball. 3 minutes left in this first half. Dragons are up 8 points. Kobe Baptiste now, David Gary. Pump fakes, then bounces over to Cole Harshman. Cole Harshman gets it to Kobe Baptiste. Now Deshaun Eaton, David Gary. David Gary's going to drive baseline, gets it into Joel Webb. He gets it slapped away, stolen away by Isaac James now. Now Richard Law, 3-on-1, and Julian Johnson gets a dunk. On the other end, 6-point ball game now. Deshaun Eaton, Kobe Baptiste, down to Joel Webb, easy basket. Nice passing of the ball by the Dragons. Quick, easy basket. 2.5 minutes left in the first half. Richard Law now, out to Duncan, out to Law. Law on the right-hand side, right in front of Coach Smelkinson. It gets knocked away. Now Lacewell gets it smacked away again, and now David Gary heading down, gets an easy finger roll. And there's an injury on the court, so we are going to step away in the meantime. All right, we are back. Malik Lacewell is out of the game currently. In the game now for him is Sean Baker. All right, inbound the Catamounts. Richard Law he's trapped in the corner, needs some help, throws it away to Cole Harshman. Cole Harshman takes it, misses it. It's rebounded by Duncan. Now Duncan going to settle it down, gets it over to Richard Law. Richard Law bounces it over to Cavante Duncan. Now inside to Johnson. Johnson's going to drive. Gets blocked by Kobe Baptiste. Cole Harshman gets it, throws it up to Deshaun Eaton. Deshaun Eaton takes it, gets the easy layup. What a play by Cole Harshman. And what a play by Kobe Baptiste. 38-26, 12-point lead. A minute and 30 seconds left in this first half. Now Johnson, Duncan inside to Ergen. Ergen gets a traveling call on him. Kobe Baptiste looking to inbound the ball now. Gets it into Deshaun Eaton. Dragons stretching this game. Ben Salah is going to come back in for Potomac State. David Gary, Deshaun Eaton, Kobe Baptiste. Back to Eaton. Eaton thinks about it now. Cole Harshman. Inside to Kobe Baptiste. Baptiste misses the layup, but it's rebounded by Joel Webb. He misses that, but he is fouled. Kobe Baptiste put it back, but that will not count. Joel Webb will go to the line for two. Again, he is a 57.6% free throw shooter. Webb, first free throw is converted. Ben Salah is going to come in for Vulcan Ergen. Webb makes the second free throw. Now Duncan gets the inbound. Ben Salah getting trapped. He needs help. He has to call a timeout. We're going to step away. It's 40-26, 49 seconds left when we come back. Catamounts ball. All right, back in Columbia, Dragons out on the court. Isaac James will come out of the game. Back into the game for him will be number 3, Sean Baker, probably getting a rest for the rest of the first half. He's played pretty much every minute. Johnson now inbounds it to Duncan. Now Johnson. Duncan. Johnson, he's got to get across the line, gets up in the air. Law ends up with it. Joel Webb almost stole it. Then Kobe Baptiste gets the steal. Joel Webb over to David Gary. Dunk! Oh, nope, it is a alley-oop off the backboard kiss. Now on the other end, Richard Law, 26 seconds, knocked out of Johnson, has to throw it up. He misses it. They're going to call a foul. Foul is on Joel Webb. That's his second foul. Julian Johnson will go to the line for 2 free throws. He has a chance to tie Cavante Duncan for lead in points. Makes the first one. Leading the game in points is Joel Webb, shooting 70% from the field, 16 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. David Gary, 9 points, 5 assists. Makes the second one, Johnson. Now it's 42-28, 20 seconds left. They will hold it for the last possession. So Dragons have a chance to stretch their lead, but unless there's a turnover, they will at least have this. Oh, Joel Webb gets the oop from David Gary, so never mind. Now on the other end, Johnson, he goes all the way, misses it, and they call a foul. Fouls on Joel Webb. That'll be his third, so he'll come out of this game. Holy Johnson's going to come in. Julian Johnson will go to the line for 2 free throws. Makes the first one. Holy Johnson comes in for Webb. Misses the second one, battle for the rebound. Baker comes down with it, And at the buzzer, 3 is missed. 44-29, Dragons are up at halftime. We'll be back with the interview with Coach Willis. All right, back here with Coach Willis. Coach, 54% from the field in the first half. How do you feel about your first half performance?
I think that was the last 16 minutes of the half. We started taking better shots. We started not to force. As you saw, we started off slow. We called that timeout early. And we started to get great shots. When we were getting good shots, we started getting great shots. And I think that's the difference in why the percentages started going up. And we kept it high because we started taking great shots.
You're crushing them down low. Joel Webb has 18 points in the first half. How do you continue that in the second half, knowing that they're probably going to have an answer?
He got to keep feasting. It's no answer for 12. He got to keep eating, keep going through him, hitting the outside shots, making them come out, and 12 will keep eating. He's going to feast today.
Well, good luck in the second half.
Appreciate you.
All right, 44-29 at halftime. We're about a little under 14 minutes away from the start of the second half. We'll be back to go over some stats. All right, everybody, welcome back. Let's go over some first half stats. The Dragons shot 54.1% from the field, 50% from three-point range, 66.7% from the free throw line. On the other side, 10 of 29, 34.5% from two-point range, 40% from three-point range, but 83.3%, 5 of 6 from the free throw line are the Catamounts. The Dragons are a 15-point lead. Joel Webb leads all scorers, 18 points, 5 rebounds. Behind him, David Gary, 9.6 assists. Deshaun Eaton, 6 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal. On the other side of things, Julian Johnson leads all scorers on his team, 9 points, followed by Cavante Duncan with 8 points, 4 rebounds. Malik Lacewell, the leading scorer, held to 6 points. Isaac James held to 2. That is the first half stats. The largest lead. There's been one lead change. 2 times the score has been tied. Bench points 7-4. Dragons are up. The largest lead is 16 by the Dragons. That happened with 33 seconds left in the first half. We are about 2.5 minutes away from game time resuming for the second half. I will be back once the action returns. All right, everybody, we are back. Catamounts are coming out on the court. The Dragons are already out. They will have the first possession of the second half. Kobe Baptiste gets it into Deshaun Eaton. We're back underway for at least 20 more minutes. David Gary looking to get it down low. He ends up getting it to Joel Webb. Joel Webb pump fakes. And now David Gary, 2-point shot, makes that from the free throw line. Dragons' first possession of the game, second half, is a successful 2-point. Cavante Duncan now gets it over. Joel Webb smacks it. It's stolen away by Kobe Baptiste, and he gets it to Joel Webb. Over to David Gary for 3. Misses it. Rebounded by Kobe Baptiste. He goes up and puts it back. Nice shot. And a quick 4 points for the Dragons out the gate. Stretches it to a 19-point lead. Joel Webb almost picks it off. Lacewell comes back from the injury in the first half, gets it out to Law. Law baseline 3. misses it. Rebounded by Deshaun Eaton, and Eaton's bringing it up the court. He's going to take on everybody. Misses the layup. Kobe Baptiste comes down with the offensive rebound. Cole Harshman for three. Misses it. Kobe Baptiste cleans it up, though. The Catamounts fell asleep on the glass, and what a play by Kobe Baptiste. Now, full court. Cole Harshman almost with the steal. Now James gets the pass on the baseline. He picks up, gets it to Richard Law. Richard Law drives. He gets blocked, and it goes and hits out of bounds. It will remain Dragons ball. I'm sorry, remain Catamounts ball. I don't understand that. Cavante Duncan looking to inbound it, gets it to Lacewell. Lacewell pump fakes. He's going to drive, go across the lane, throws up a floater, misses it. Rebound goes to Cole Harshman. And now Kobe Baptiste back to Deshaun Ian. And the Dragons up 50-29. They're starting to spread away. David Gary thought about the three, decides against it, gets it down low to Joel Webb. Joel Webb, the hot hand in the first half. Strong take, misses it, but he draws the foul, so he would go to the line for 2 free throws. Joel Webb goes to the line. Makes the first one. And he makes both of them. 20 points on the night for Joel Webb. Now, pressed by the Dragons, Cole Harshman picks up the foul. That is his second foul of the game. Now James gets it into Johnson. Now James gets it back. He gets it back over to Johnson. Johnson needs help, gets it to James in the middle. James is going to go all the way down, almost loses it, throws up a wild shot in lane, gets his own rebound, and misses that one. Rebounded by Kobe Baptiste, and James has been struggling on the offense. Deshaun Eaton, now David Gary, Cole Harshman. Now back to Eaton, 12 seconds on the shot clock. David Gary, 8 seconds, 6. Kobe Baptiste into Webb. Webb gets it stolen away. Lacewell now heading the other way. Deshaun Eaton tracking him. Kobe Baptiste makes it tough. Now heading the other way. Cole Harshman bounces over to Kobe Baptiste. Baptiste gets the layup on the other end. Now 54-29, 17:03 left in the second half. James struggles, he loses it. Stolen away by Gary, he throws it off. Nope, they're gonna say it is still the Catamounts ball. It is a 10-second violation, so they're actually gonna give it to the Dragons. Joel Webb comes out, Halik Johnson comes in. Be Dragons ball. Eaton looking to inbound the ball. Gets it in to Kobe Baptiste. Now Deshaun Eaton. Cole Harshman back to Eaton. Eaton's open for 3. He's going to fire it. Beautiful. Nothing but net. Rains it down. Almost a 30-point game just like that. Isaac James throws it up to Lacewell. Lacewell for 3, misses it. Johnson with the rebound, he'll go up. He misses it, but he is fouled. That is Halik Johnson's first foul. Johnson's going to go to the line for 2. He's the leading scorer, has 9. He's 5 of 6 from the free throw line. First one is in. All right, second one Misses that. Rebounded by Deshaun Eaton. And gets it to David Gary. Now to Deshaun Eaton. Eaton out to Harshman. Harshman for three. Misses it. Kobe Baptiste with a strong offensive rebound. Now David Gary. 2-point shot in. Fakes the three, steps in, takes the easier 2-point shot. And now Isaac James with the ball. Gets it into the center. Johnson gets it stolen away by Harshman. Harshman throws it in, but now Johnson has it. Cavante Duncan gets blocked by Alec Johnson. Now Johnson ends up back with it. And now Julian Johnson. Dragons just playing excellent on defense. Cole Harshman steals the pass. And now Cole Harshman misses the shot, but they're going to call a foul on number 15, Malik Lacewell. Cole Harshman will go to the line. Cole Harshman is a 50% free throw shooter. First one for Cole Harshman. Makes it. Makes it a 30-point game, 60-30. And the second one is missed. Isaac James loses control of the ball. It goes out of bounds. All right, Kobe Baptiste now. Cole Harshman has to exit the game. DJ Tucker's going to come in for him. All right, Baptiste gets it into Gary. Gary down low to DJ Tucker. Tucker, strong take, misses it. Rebound goes to Kobe Baptiste, who puts it in. Kobe Baptiste has been killing it on the putbacks tonight. Now Duncan gets it across the line, gets pressed, now gets it to James. James has to pull up for the jumper, in and makes it. 30-point ball game here in Columbia. Deshaun Eaton up to David Gary, dribbles it behind his back, gets it down low to DJ Tucker. DJ Tucker makes the shot. And now Cavante Duncan. All right, James steps in, 2-point jumper, misses it. DJ Tucker battles for the rebound. It ends up in the Dragons' hands. Kobe Baptiste gets it up to David Gary. David Gary gets it out to Deshaun Eaton, open for three, and he hits it. 67-32 here in Columbia. And this game is just getting out of hand. Cavante Duncan gets it into Lacewell. Lacewell drives, he gets fouled, misses the shot. The foul is on number 21, Kobe Baptiste. That's his first foul. Going to the line is Malik Lacewell. Again, leading scorer coming into today's game, only 6 points. And he misses the first one. Shout out to the HCC men's lacrosse team having a fun time with this Catamounts team. Lacewell makes the second one. He's up to 10 points, and now the Dragons are back underway. David Gary gets it across the line, throws it up to Alec Johnson. Johnson makes the nice, tough reverse layup. Dragons shooting the ball phenomenally tonight. Lacewell gets it to Johnson. Johnson gets it to Lacewell. Lacewell deep three, misses it, goes to Baker, who came into the game. Baker gets it to James. James taking on Kobe Baptiste. He loses the ball, hits the ground. Ben Salah has to pick up his dribble, gives it away, and then David Gary gets the easy layup on the other end. Dragons are just playing phenomenal defense. This game is all but over, everybody. Baker now gets it up to Lacewell. Oh, almost stolen away. Johnson comes down with it. David Gary, just if he was an inch taller, would have had the steal. James gets it knocked off, and Deshaun Eaton ends up with the ball. Deshaun Eaton gets it picked, but Kobe Baptiste ends up with it, and they're going to call a foul. The foul's going to be on Ben Salah. Trey Keys comes in for Deshaun Eaton. Kobe Baptiste is going to have the ball. Trey Keys gets the inbound. Over to Johnson. Johnson gets it down to DJ Tucker. DJ Tucker, strong move, gets blocked by Isaac James. Now Isaac James heading the other way. James, deep two, makes that one. David Gary now gets the ball. He beats the press, shoots a two. Battle for the ball. DJ Tucker, strong rebound and a putback. Grown man basketball. Now Isaac James gets it knocked away, stolen away, Trey Keys. Then he gets it tapped away from him. Now Malik Lacewell going all the way. Misses the layup. Trey Keys comes down with the rebound. Gets it up to David Gary. David Gary for three. Misses that. Battle for the rebound, and they're going to call a foul on Malik Lacewell. Ben Salah picks up his second personal foul. All right, Trey Keys looking to inbound the ball. He gets it into Kobe Baptiste. And they're going to call an offensive foul on DJ Tucker. Omar McGann's going to come in for Kobe Baptiste. All right, now Ben Salah out to Lacewell. Lacewell for three, misses it. Ben Salah pulls down the offensive rebound. Now Baker. James can't handle the pass. Now David Gary heading the other way. He gets it smacked out of his hand, so he saves it. Now he'll shoot a three. Misses that. And Lacewell can't save it. He's out of bounds and will stay with the Dragons. Deshaun Eaton's coming back into the game for David Gary. DJ Tucker gets it to Deshaun Eaton. Now Halik Johnson. Johnson deep two, misses it. Isaac James ends up with the rebound. He's going to take on every defender, go all the way. He gets fouled on the pass. Foul is on Halik Johnson. That's his second. Now inbound Johnson. He's going to drive, strong take, misses it, rebounded by James. James gets the putback. Trey Keys now. Deshaun Eaton, Omar McGann. Eaton again. He's going to shoot the three. Misses it, rebounded by Johnson. Lacewell drives baseline, kicks it out to Ben Salah. Ben Salah needs help. He's going to drive in, kicks it over to Johnson. Johnson for three, misses it, rebounded by DJ Tucker. Deshaun Eaton Then out to Holik Johnson. Johnson for three. He hits that one. 76-37. Now Isaac James. Isaac James over to Johnson. I feel like the coach of the Catamounts is begging for attack. Now steal. Deshaun Eaton on the other end. Two-handed slam. 78-37. Big time lead here in Columbia. Now Johnson over to Lacewell. Lacewell's going to drive baseline. Gets blocked, but they're going to call a foul on DJ Tucker. Lace will go to the line for 2 free throws. First free throw's good for Lacewell. Johnson comes out of the game. Joel Webb's back in for DJ Tucker. Trey Keys comes out for David Gary. Lacewell now, second free throw. Misses that one. Halik Johnson gets the rebound, and Deshaun Eaton now. David Gary open for three. Misses it. Rebound goes to Duncan. Now James drives. Gets it over to Baker. Baker for three. Misses it. Hits the shot clock. So that will be a out of bounds call, and it's going to go to the Dragons. Richard Law comes in for Lacewell. We are under 10 minutes left here in Columbia. 78-38. 40-point game. David Gary. Joel Webb. Webb getting doubled, gets it over to Gary. Gary's going to get a pick from his teammate, and it's stolen away by Ben Sala. Ben Sala gets fouled by David Gary. Ben Sala goes to the line for a 1-and-1. Makes the first one. And the second one is no good. Omar McGann, who's back in the game, gets the rebound. Hands it off to David Gary. Deshaun Eaton thought about the three moves baseline. Turnaround jumper, misses it. Rebounded by Law. And the Catamounts are heading the other way. Dragons going to do a press up. James now with the ball. Gets it over the line. Got away with the pish off. Gets it back to Law. Law, deep three. Misses it. And it is going to go out of bounds. It'll be Dragons ball. Kobe Baptiste and Cole Harshman come in for Halik Johnson. And Omar McGann. All right, Deshaun Eaton over to Baptiste, to Harshman. Now back to Eaton. He thought about a three, decides against it. Baptiste now, David Gary. Joel Webb, David Gary for three. Nope, he decides against it. Now Baptiste for three. Misses it, rebounded by Isaac James. James looking for some help. Gets it over to Duncan. Now gets it back to James. James picks up his dribble, needs help, gets it into center for Ben Sala. Sala turns around and gets a tough shot to go. All right, David Gary gets it to Harshman. Now Eaton thought about the three, decides against it. Now David Gary. 12 seconds left on the shot clock. Baptiste. Joel Webb. Baptiste. Now Deshaun Eaton from the point. He hits that one. 81-41. Here in Columbia, 7:08 left. This game is all but over. Richard Law now gets it to Isaac James. James picks up his dribble, looks for help, gets it into Baker. Baker's going to be fouled by Joel Webb. That's going to be the fourth foul on Joel Webb. DJ Tucker will come back into the game. Coming into the game for Catamounts, you have number 24, Chancey Johnson.
DJ Tucker back in for Howard.
Missed the free throw, rebounded by Cole Harshman. Deshaun Eaton gets it across the line. 6:41 left in the second half. Baptiste going to get a pick from Cole Harshman. Nice pick. Picks up his dribble. He's just going to fire off the two. Couldn't find any help. Battle for the rebound. Ben Sala ends up with it. And now heading the other way is Cavante Duncan. Gets it to Chancey Johnson. Johnson gets it into Baker. Baker gets blocked by Kobe Baptiste. And now Harshman heading the other way. He's going to slow it down, throw it all the way over to David Gary. Now Eaton. Eaton will shoot a three. Makes that one. 84-41 here in Columbia. And now Richard Law. A kick ball by Deshaun Eaton, getting his soccer on. Catamounts ball. In the game now is Carter Williams for number 3, Sean Baker. All right, Cavante Duncan gets up to Ben Sala. Ben Sala gets it stolen away by Cole Harshman, who gets it to Deshaun Eaton, who gets it to Kobe Baptiste for a two-handed jam. 86-41, and a timeout is called here in Columbia. It's a full timeout. We're going to step away. 5:53 left. Dragons up huge. All right, we are back here in Columbia. Looks like the Dragons are going to still come out and play press defense. All right, Duncan gets it into Law. Trey Keys is about to come into a game for the Dragons. Law gets it over to Duncan. Duncan gets pressed as soon as he gets in, gets it over to Carter Williams. Now Law. Ben Sala, now Chauncey Johnson gets it smacked away from him. Ben Sala now gets it down low to Chauncey Johnson. Johnson misses it, but he gets fouled. So Chauncey Johnson's going to go to the line for two. Baptiste picks up the foul. That's his second. Mason Williams and Taylor Silverman and Steve Jor and Artie Dorsey all are going to come into this game. Makes the first one. Cole Harshman, Kobe Baptiste, Deshaun Eaton, and David Gary come out. A full 5-player switch. Trey Keys, Mason Williams, Taylor Silverman, Artie Dorsey III, and Steve Jor all coming into the game. Johnson makes the second one, so he gets on the board. And now Trey Keys. Mason Williams over to Keys, over to Silverman, inside to Dorsey. Dorsey, tough shot, missed it. Johnson comes down with the rebound. Law gets it into Bin Salah, turnaround jumper missed, rebounded by Taylor Silverman, and now Trey Keys heading the other way. Mason Williams gets it over to Keys. Keys gets step in. Now over to Mason Williams. Mason Williams for three. Too strong, misses it. Rebounded by Richard Law of the Catamounts, and Cavante Duncan brings it across the line. Now Ben Salah. Ben Salah drives, makes a tough shot. Trey Keys now with the ball. Vulcan Ergin is going to come into the game along with Robert Robinson. Taylor Silverman shoots the three, makes that. Oh, nope, it's a deep two. So 88-45 is the score here in Columbia. 4 minutes left. Dragons will improve to 10-0 at home. They will improve to 20-8 on the season. Duncan shoots the shot, gets the friendly roll. 20-8, and they will improve to, in Region 20, they will improve to 12-2. But we still have 3 minutes and 43 seconds. Steve Jordan now gets it out to Trey Keys. Trey Keys for three, misses it, rebounded by Law. Now there's 3-on-1, but the Dragons get back. Mason Williams, excellent defense, steals the ball. Richard Law tries to get the steal. Williams gets around him. Williams takes on everybody, gets blocked, but they're going to call a foul on Ben Salah. Oh, actually, it's on number 0, Carter Williams. So Mason Williams goes to the free throw line. He is a 31.6% free throw shooter. First free throw. In and out. Kevin Yamba's coming in for Trey Keys. Mason Williams with the second free throw. Makes that one. 89-47 is the score. 42-point lead by the Dragons. And now Robinson with the ball, getting his first minutes to Ben Salah, back to Robinson. Robinson step back three, misses it, rebounded by Artie Dorsey III. He's going to slow it down, and now he's going to bring it up the court. Artie Dorsey out to Mason Williams. Mason Williams out to Artie Dorsey. Artie Dorsey for three. Good movement, misses everything. Ben Salah gets the rebound, and now we're heading the other way. Taylor Silverman smacks it away. It goes out of bounds off of Taylor Silverman. But we have 2 minutes and 50 seconds left in the game, 25 seconds left on the shot clock. Now, Ergin gets it out to Williams. Williams is going to drive baseline. Now Ergin, and they're going to call a foul on Mason Williams.
Foul number 14, Mason Williams, his first.
Vulcan Ergin will go to the line. First free throws of the game. He has 4 points. Makes the first one. Ergin makes both of them. 89-49. Mason Williams now with the ball. Over to Artie Dorsey. Inside to Steve Jor. Steve Jor into Yamba. Yamba goes up strong and makes it. 91-49 is the score here in Columbia. Again, the Dragons only give up 65 points per game. They are going to hold the Catamounts under that. Taylor Silverman smacks the ball out of bounds, so we'll stay with the Catamounts. Now, Robert Robinson. Ergen misses the shot, but they're going to call a foul. Oh, and it looks like Artie Dorsey. Oh, no, they called on Kevin Yamba.
Kevin Yamba hits first. Austin Ergen at the line for 2.
First free throw, missed. Second free throw is good, cuts it to a 41-point lead. Now Silverman over to Artie Dorsey, inside to Yamba. Back out to Dorsey. Dorsey's going to drive baseline, gets it to Yamba. Yamba gets blocked by Bin Salah. Now the Catamounts end the other way, gets it up to Robinson. Robinson misses the layup, rebounded by Ergen. Ergen gets blocked by Artie Dorsey, and now Kevin Yamba heading the other way, and he's going to get the layup. Carter Williams into Ergen. Ergen gets fouled. Foul on number 31, Kevin Yamba. That's his second. So Ergen's going to go line for 2. Makes the first one. Sean Baker's going to come in for Bin Salah. Akram Bin Salah. And he makes that one. 93-52, 132 left in this game. Mason Williams. Hop step, gets the friendly bounce. Tough shot in the lane. Now Baker on the other end gets it over to Ergen. Ergen shoots a 3, misses it. Chauncey Johnson over the back, gotta call it. And they called on Artie Dorsey. Somewhat baffling. Johnson, first free throw, misses that one. Johnson gets the second one. Misses that one as well, and it's knocked out of bounds. It'll be Dragons ball. Jor gets it into Mason Williams. 1 minute and 11 seconds left in this game. Now Silverman, Williams, inside to Yamba. Yamba gets it over to Dorsey. Now Dorsey all the way across to Silverman. Silverman for 3, misses it. Battle for the rebound. Robinson's going to get it. Under 1 minute left here in Columbia. Stay tuned after the game. We'll have an interview with Coach Smelkinson. And Baker can't handle the pass from Robinson. It goes out of bounds. And Dragons will get the ball with 45.7 seconds left. Silverman gets it to Williams. Williams over to Dorsey. Dorsey for 3. Misses it. Silverman goes up for it, but Ergen ends up with the ball. Throws it up to Baker. Baker hands it up to Johnson. Johnson for 3. Misses it. Battle for the rebound. Steve Jor steals it. Then it's stolen away by Baker. Baker bounces it. Kevin Yamba gets the steal up to Silverman. Silverman over to Artie Dorsey. Artie Dorsey, strong take. Makes it. And now Robinson. And they're not going to shoot it, so your final score will be 97-52. Dragons 20-8 on the season, 10-0 at home. and they solidify a stronger position over the 3rd seed in Region 20. We'll be back with an interview with Coach Smelkinson. All right, Matt Trudeau back here with Coach Smelkinson. Coach, what's your thoughts on how your team responded in the second half?
Once again, we come out of the locker room with energy and not a bad first half. Potomac State played well in the first half, but we just came out with the energy in the second half, and it was good to see.
27-3 in points off turnovers and 27-10 in assists. How big was your team playing team ball tonight?
That's what we were preaching coming into the game, hitting singles, keeping the ball moving, trusting each other. It's how we have to play if we want to win.
Coach of the year!
And hopefully we can build on that moving forward.
All right, well, I will let you go celebrate with your team. Congratulations. I'll talk to you next Wednesday.
Thank you, Matt.
All right, everybody, final score 97-52. I will be back next Wednesday when the College of Southern Maryland comes to town for our final home game of the year. Thank you, everybody. Bye.